Is this Mr. Garcia's number? My name is Victoria Hill. I'm Max Hill's mother.
Yeah, this is Mr. Garcia. You must mean the Max Hill from my son's class, right?
That's right.
I'm sorry, we've never gotten the chance to meet before. My son often talks about your boy.
Well, your son, Sean, came to our house to play, so I asked him for your number.
Oh, okay, I see. Sean says your son is very nice. I hear they get along quite well. I didn't know my son was going to your house to play, or I would have given him some snacks to share with everyone.
Don't worry about it. Max invited a few friends over to play. I'm sure whatever snacks you would have sent with him wouldn't have sufficed.
Okay, so what can I do for you? Don't tell me my son did something bad, did he?
Not at all. I contacted you because I have something I'd like to speak with you about.
With me?
Mr. Garcia, you were at the school's open house the other day where parents can come and watch classes, right? You know our children go to a rather elite private school, don't you? I couldn't help but notice that you showed up in your work clothes. May I ask you just exactly what you were thinking? Your clothes were quite dirty. It looked like you'd just come from a job site. A lot of the other mothers complained to the school about it.
I'm terribly sorry. I was working that day, and it was the only way I could have attended. It's true, I had just come from a job site. I suppose I was looking a little dirty. I'm sorry if I offended anyone.
I heard from Sean that you're a single father, so I understand that you're likely very busy. But our school and the people coming in and out of it have a certain appearance they must keep up. You know, there's a lot of students going there whose parents are quite well off. In order to not offend anyone anymore, I suggest you don't show up at the school in your work clothes ever again.
I understand. Thank you for letting me know. I'm not a stickler for appearances, so I tend to forget about how others may feel. I apologize again.
As long as you understand, that's all I wanted. And from now on, my little Max won't be playing with your son anymore. Please tell Sean to make sure he doesn't come to my house anymore, would you? And I would appreciate it if Sean doesn't speak to Max at school either, unless it's absolutely necessary.
That's... Why? What's the problem?
Do you not understand? I don't want my son playing with anyone who has a parent like you. I don't want my Max associating with poor, smelly people like you.
Look, I apologize for how I looked that day. You're right, I shouldn't have gone to the school looking like that, but I don't want to tell my son not to play with his friend. I'm sure if something happened between our boys, they wouldn't want to play with each other anymore, but I don't want to tell my son he can't play with his friend just because I attended the school open house. The principal and teachers made it quite clear to me that it would look bad on my family if I didn't go that day.
So are you saying that you want Max to tell your son himself that they can't play together anymore? I think that'll be a little rougher on your son, don't you?
Max didn't say that he didn't want to play with my son anymore, did he?
No, but that's because young children don't understand the importance of public image. So I think you should honor my opinion and make sure your family doesn't associate with mine anymore. Is there no way that I can get you to understand this?
Mrs. Hill, from what I've heard, your son and my son are quite good friends. If they're happy playing with each other and are getting along well, I don't see any problems with that. I don't think that parents should choose their children's friends.
You're just saying that because having your son hang around with someone from our family makes you look better than you really are. So please, I think it's best if your family stays away from mine. Don't tell me you actually think you're good enough to associate with us.
That's not what this is about at all.
I'm just saying, keep your son away from mine. I don't want your family making my son or my family look bad. When Max gets older and realizes the difference between the haves and have-nots, he'll understand too.
I don't know why this conversation seems to be focusing on money, but the bottom line is, I'm not telling my son he can't play with your son just because I wore work clothes to the open house.
I see. I was hoping you'd be able to understand what I was saying, but I see you're not capable of that either. I'm not surprised someone like you can't understand simple instructions. But don't forget what I asked you to do. I was very clear with what I wanted from you. If you don't do what I ask, who knows what may happen?
Mrs. Hall, what exactly is going on here? What can I do for you? My son is refusing to go to that school anymore. I couldn't get him to leave the house this morning. He said that nobody in his class is speaking to him anymore, and nobody will play with him at recess. And I heard from a friend that you've been spreading a rumor around about my son. When you said, "Who knows what might happen," is this what you were talking about?
All I did was tell everyone the truth. I'm sure this only happened because you're a low-class single father, trying to put your kid through a private school you're simply not good enough for. I'm obviously not the only one who feels that way. I see you and your son couldn't even get the love of your own wife.
Stop being so narrow-minded. And I heard the rumors that my son stole something valuable from your house. That's what you've been spreading around, isn't it? Did my son really steal something of yours? Because you never mentioned that to me.
I don't have to prove anything to anyone, just to tell someone what happened. And to be clear, I never told anyone that your son stole something from our house. All I said was that after your son left our house and went home, it felt like something valuable had been taken, but I couldn't quite pinpoint what it was. That's all I said.
It was obviously your imagination. Why would you tell someone something like that if you weren't sure of it?
Do I need your permission before I tell my friends how I feel?
That's not what I'm saying. I just don't want you telling people things that aren't true, especially when it's something about a family member of mine.
But that's the way I felt after your son left. So what I told everyone is true. I told them I felt like he stole something. But you understand now, don't you? Nobody thinks very highly of you or your son. A single mother raising a kid is bad enough, but a single father.
I don't care what you think about me, but don't be saying bad things about my son or my family. Sean is honest and kind. He wouldn't hurt a fly, and he definitely wouldn't steal anything. You have a kid. You can imagine how I feel, can't you? I'm not going to sit here and let you spread lies about my son. This is clearly affecting him, and it makes my family look bad.
Mr. Garcia, you yourself made your family look bad. And what exactly do you think you can do about this anyway? I saw you show up to the school in your dirty work clothes. What could you possibly do? You're a blue-collar worker. You have no business sending your child to that school. I'm surprised someone of your background can even earn enough to afford the tuition. And I'm surprised they let your type enroll in that school anyway. Why don't you just go back to where you belong? You can't do anything to me. I'm the head of the PTA of that school. I know everyone, and I know you're not friends with any of the families at the school who hold any power. So, who do you think the other parents are going to believe? A trustworthy person like myself, who everyone knows? Or you? Wait, what am I saying? We can already see who everyone believes, can't we? Otherwise, you wouldn't have contacted me today.
What you're doing is nothing more than slander and defamation. These lies can hurt my family and my business.
You think so?
I'll do anything to protect my son. I'll take legal action if I need to.
Legal action? And how much do you think that would cost you? I don't think a poor person like you could even hire a lawyer, let alone win a court case. You don't have the money for a lawyer. You're doing nothing more than making empty threats. You'll have to cut a lot more lawns or clean a lot more pools if you plan on hiring a lawyer.
If that's what you believe, that's fine with me. But just know, I'll never forgive you for this.
Do whatever you want. There's nothing a poor, lower-class wretch like you can do to me. Hey, sweetie, listen to this. Some guy is threatening me with legal action.
Huh? What's going on?
There's some kid in Max's class that doesn't have a mother, and last week the kid's dad came to the school open house in his work clothes. Oh, he was so dirty and smelly. Some of the other mothers were giving him dirty looks. All I did was let him know that what he did was inappropriate.
You let him know?
His kid is one of Max's friends, so when that kid came over to play with Max, I got the guy's contact info from his son. All I did was contact him and tell him he shouldn't have come to the school looking like that. And not just that, the guy's kid looked really unkempt and slobby. I told him I didn't want his son playing with Max anymore. Then he got all upset about it and started getting angry at me.
Did his son do something to Max?
No, he hasn't done anything yet. But that guy's a single father, so you know he can't be a good person. I wanted to protect my child, so I told all the other mothers about him. And he started telling me that it was slander and defamation.
Slander? What exactly were you telling the other parents?
I just said that when his kid came over to play, I think something of ours might have gone missing. His father isn't married, and I'm pretty sure they're poor. There's a high chance his kid would steal something. So that's what happened.
So their family did nothing wrong to us or our son, and you started talking to everyone about them like that.
I didn't tell everyone that, only the other parents that I hang around with. We were just gossiping. It wasn't anything serious.
So this guy did nothing wrong, right? This is the exact same thing you did before. If I found out you're doing this just because this guy or his family immigrated to America...
No, he came to the school in his work clothes. That's disrespectful and disgusting. He smelled like sweat, and halfway through the open house, I started feeling sick because of it. If he wouldn't have come, it would have been so much better.
What is this guy's name?
I don't know what his first name is, but his last name is Garcia.
Oh my God, Victoria! You better get over here right now and apologize to him.
What's wrong, sweetie?
Have you lost your damn mind? That guy's my boss. He owns the company I work for.
Huh? You're kidding, right? That guy didn't look like he could even own a car, let alone a major company. He was so dirty and smelly.
Oh, I don't know much about that. I've never spoken directly to him myself, but the owner of this company is Mr. Garcia. And I know he has a son, and I heard his wife died a few years ago.
Yeah, but Garcia is a common last name. There's probably tons of Mr. Garcias in this city. And the owner of your company has gotta be insanely rich. A rich guy like that would have found a second wife within a few months, right? He'd have women beating down his door. He's rich.
I'm sending you a link to my company's website. Take a look at the guy in the About Us section. Is that him?
This guy?
That's the owner, Mr. Garcia. Is that the guy you were making a fool of and pissing off?
Yeah. Oh my God. This guy really is the owner of your company? Oh, why did he show up to the school in dirty work clothes? You'd think he would have shown up in a designer suit and a Ferrari.
The owner goes to construction sites himself to make sure things are going as planned. When he's in the office, he'll wear a suit, but when he goes to construction sites, he wears coveralls or work clothes. The people working out in the field love him. He's really well respected because he knows what he's talking about and isn't afraid to get dirty. They know he isn't a pompous jerk who stays in the office and doesn't know what kind of work they really do on site.
Oh my God, Jared. He said he was going to take legal action. Does that mean he's going to sue me? When he said slander, was he talking about me slandering his name and making his company look bad? I didn't think he had enough money to hire even a crappy lawyer, so I kind of egged him on to do it.
What's wrong with you? I mean, I didn't know his son was going to the same school as ours, but I guess it makes sense. It's the best private school in the city. Who wouldn't send their kid there if they could afford it? But what you did was just plain stupid, regardless of whether he was my boss or not. Get your butt over here and go up to his office right now. I want you to go up to his office, get on your knees, and beg him to forgive you.
What should I do? Should I buy him an expensive I'm sorry gift before I go? Do you think he'll forgive me?
Well, first, you need to apologize to him.
I understand. I'll text him again.
Don't be an idiot. You have to do this in person. And I don't care if you haven't even put on makeup yet. Get your butt over here right now. I don't know if he'll see you or if he'll forgive you or not, but you better at least try.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I had no idea he was the owner of any company.
Obviously not, but it doesn't matter. What you did was despicable. I don't know why you think you're better than everyone just because I make good money. If I recall, your family isn't too well off. I don't know why you got this attitude after marrying me. And you better make damn sure it's a sincere apology you give him, or we'll both be out on the street.
Okay. Hey, he wouldn't fire you just because of what I did, would he?
Let's not even think about that right now. Just get over here. Do you have any idea what you've done here? And it doesn't sound like you're sorry for any of this.
I am sorry.
Oh, really? Then if he wasn't my boss, you wouldn't be panicking now, would you?
I don't know.
Victoria, You remember what I told you before, right? I told you to stop judging people by their appearance. Remember what happened at the daycare Max was going to? I told you to get rid of that prejudice side of you, and you promised me you would. Do you not remember what I said if you didn't change?
You said 2 strikes and I'm out.
Yeah, and this is your second strike, isn't it? You better start thinking about your future. Victoria, sorry I couldn't get the time to meet with you today. I was busy with a lot of other things. I couldn't spare the time.
It's not a problem. I'm sorry for showing up at your office unexpectedly. I'm terribly sorry for how rude I was with you this morning.
I heard everything from your husband, Jared. I had no idea he was one of my employees. Oh, and for future reference, please don't ever get on your knees in the lobby and beg to my secretary again. She said it made her quite uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm really sorry.
Like I said, after you went home, I was able to make a little time and I went and spoke with your husband. I've heard great things about him from his boss as well. He got as high up in the company as he did because he's a good worker and he's well liked. I've seen him around many times, but today was the first chance I've had to sit down and speak with him directly. He seems like a really nice guy, and he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Thank you so much.
He's probably being wasted on a person like you, huh? But thanks to him, I've decided not to take any legal action against you.
Really? Thank you so much, you're so kind. Wait, wasted?
But I am going to inform the school about what you did. We can't have terrible rumors like that floating around the school now, can we?
You're right, I understand.
Victoria, I know you said you were doing this to protect your son, but are you sure that's what this was all about?
Yes, I was only thinking of my son. It's clear that I let the issue get a little out of hand, though.
Your husband alluded to something else that may have been the problem, and you know I have a really good memory. I remember during the open house, you were the one saying, "He stinks, he's filthy." I'll never forget that. Nobody else seemed to be paying much attention to me. So let me ask you one more time. Were you really doing all this to protect your son and not for any other reason?
Well,
So this isn't about any unpleasant feelings you have or prejudice or anything like that. You're fine with where my parents came from.
I have no idea what you mean.
I realize that you were probably right that I shouldn't have shown up straight from a job site, but it was the only way I could have attended. I didn't have any time that day, but I agree that I should have made myself more presentable. So I'm not upset about what you said to me and about me.
I'm terribly sorry. It's possible I might have felt a little upset from that day.
I understand. Everyone has different opinions on what they think it is or isn't appropriate, so I won't hold that against you. I probably did look a little dirty.
It really wasn't that bad.
But what you did to my son is not something I'm willing to forgive. Accusing him of stealing something even though you know he didn't. And speaking bad about my family just because I'm not married. What are you trying to do to my son? Do you not think it's bad enough that his mom died? Do you have to rub it in and make him feel terrible because I'm a single father now?
You're right. I'm terribly sorry for what I did.
And I hear you're quite well respected among the other parents at the school, huh? I went around speaking to a bunch of the other parents from my son's class. After checking into it, I see there's quite a few people working for my company who send their kids to that school. There are some other families who are from other countries. I found them the most interesting to talk to. They told me all about the things you've done at the school.
Okay.
I hear you've been spreading rumors about a lot of other students at the school who are, let's just say, bilingual. The other parents have told me that you're quite strong-willed in your opinions, so nobody really wants to stand up to you about them. They told me you get quite mean with people who are bilingual. Are you sure what you did to my son has nothing to do with where my parents are from?
Well, that was never my intention. It was probably just a coincidence if there were any similarities between those people.
Well, some people told me you said, if you go against me, do you have any idea what my husband will do to you? So is the person who told me you said that just lying to me?
I'm sorry, I really don't remember that.
Is that so? You don't have a very good memory, do you? Because you didn't say that. It was written on a piece of paper and handed to them. That person still has the papers, so I think they're telling the truth. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry, I really am.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to all the people you've done this to. So if you don't want me suing you, that's one more thing you'll have to do. Come out, tell everyone what you've done, and apologize, okay?
Okay. And, about my husband? He's not going to be punished for any of this, is he?
I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done. As for your husband, he's been a good, honest worker this whole time. I've no reason to blame any of this on him. Besides, punishing him for something you did wouldn't be ethical.
I see. Thank you for being so open-minded about this.
But whether or not Jared forgives you for what you did is a whole other story. What happens next is between you and him. You'd better make sure you have a good chat with him when he gets home.
Why? Did he say something?
He said you got caught doing something like this before, but that has nothing to do with me, so you just make sure you don't ever try to make me, my son, or my company look bad ever again.
I won't, I promise. Did my husband say something about me? I haven't been able to get in touch with him since he told me to come to the office.
Like I said, that has nothing to do with me. All I can say is I hope you're really sorry for what you did. You're gonna have a lot of things to consider very shortly.
I'm sorry, but if I can't get my husband to forgive me, he's probably going to divorce me. I'm really embarrassed to ask, but you've got to talk to him about this for me. Is there any way you can try to convince him to forgive me?
I assumed you were only ever thinking about yourself. I told you I'd never forgive you for what you did to my son. And don't you think I've done enough for you already by not taking you to court?
I am truly grateful for that. But my life may be on the line here.
Now I think you're just exaggerating. But if you made a promise to your husband and broke it, that's on you.
But if someone in your position tells him not to divorce his wife, he might change his mind.
There's nothing I can do for you.
That's not true. Please, please, I know my husband will listen to you. You can help me.
Don't make me laugh. You told me yourself there's nothing a poor lower-class wretch like me can do.
But I never thought that someone showing up to a school in dirty work clothes could be the owner of a major company. If I'd have known that, none of this would ever have happened.
I know. That's the whole reason this has happened. If I really was poor and struggling to send my son to that school, I would have felt so terrible for someone to have said that about me and done that to my son. You must have known that, and yet you did it anyway. I hope you realize how horrible you're treating other human beings.
If you don't tell my husband that you forgive me, Jared will take Max and kick me out. My son will grow up without his mother. You're a single parent. You must know how hard it is to raise a child by yourself, right? And you know how hard it is for a son not having a mother. Is that what you want to happen to my son, too?
You take one look at someone and immediately judge them based on their appearance. You treat them like garbage, spread rumors about them, and try to ruin their lives and the lives of their family. Do you think your son really needs a mother like that? You do these horrible things to me and my family, and then you ask me to do something for you? Do you have no shame?
But I'm really sorry. I've learned my lesson.
I think if you had learned your lesson, you wouldn't be asking me to do this for you. If you continue to press the subject, I may reconsider my decision to not take legal action for what you did before. I'm not trying to get you and your husband divorced, but if that does happen, it won't be because of anything I did or didn't do. If he leaves you and takes your son, it'll all be because of what you've done. Tell me, who's really the lower-class wretch here? That's what you need to think long and hard about. After that, Victoria announced to everyone during a PDA meeting about what she had done. Everyone was disgusted with her and she had to apologize to all the parents of the families affected. She was made to step down from the PDA for spreading lies, slandering other parents, and treating people like garbage. Word spread quickly and the other parents immediately distanced themselves from her. Nobody will even return her text messages now. I heard that Jared and Victoria split up. Apparently, Jared couldn't stand her prejudiced side and warned her to stop after the first incident. She promised him she would change and treat everyone as equals, but that was clearly a lie. Now, with the second incident, Jared had had enough and decided to go ahead and divorce her. I know it's going to be hard on his son to have his parents split up, but Victoria still doesn't feel like she's done anything wrong, so there's no way she'll ever change. According to Jared, Victoria was usually out with her friends, shopping and having fun all day anyway. He said she never spent much time with Max in the first place. But now that she's not going to be married to Jared, I doubt she'll be able to continue that style of life anymore. Now that everything has been straightened out with the other parents, my son enjoys going to school again. He said all the other students are treating him like they used to. Thanks to Jared, Sean is allowed to play with Max again. The kids don't seem to care about what jobs their parents have or whose parents have more money. They're all playing together and having a great time at school like they should be. Of course, they're studying hard too.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh yeah, pretty good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing okay, thanks for asking. I was thinking of having a barbecue this weekend. Are you and Terry free?
That sounds great. Thanks for inviting us. It's gonna be on Saturday, right?
Yeah, that's right. So you guys can make it?
I'm pretty sure we can. I'll check with Terry just to make sure, but it should be fine. We're supposed to see Terry's parents during the day, but this barbecue gives us the perfect opportunity to not hang around for dinner too.
Well, you're welcome. Things still aren't going well with them?
Well, her mom's fine. It's just her dad that's always giving me trouble for taking out student loans. He doesn't seem to understand some people just don't have a choice. It was either that or not to go to college at all for me. You know Terry's family's pretty well off, so I think he's struggling to accept that his daughter is with someone who doesn't have as much money. The debt thing is just an excuse to bully me.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Hopefully things can get better soon. Or you can just find a way to cut him off.
Yeah, that seems the better option right now, to be honest. Terry's a grown woman. It's really none of his business who she's with.
Amen to that.
It'll be awesome seeing you and everyone again anyway.
Yeah, it's been a while. It should be fun.
Who else is coming? You have any other confirmations?
Yeah, I've asked a bunch of people. It looks like there should be a good number of people there. Maybe 20?
Wow, should be a blast. Do you know if Mark and his wife will be there? I haven't seen them in a while.
I'm not so sure about that, to be honest. I've invited Mark, but I don't know if he'll be up for it.
Why? Did something happen?
Yeah, I heard he's getting divorced.
What? Really? That's quite a shock. Him and his wife seemed really happy together. I never would have guessed that they'd be getting divorced.
I know, right? It just goes to show. You can never be sure what a couple's going through behind closed doors.
True that.
How are things with you and Terry, though? Everything fine?
Yeah, we're doing okay.
You don't sound so sure. Is everything really okay?
Yeah, it's just that she's been coming home late pretty often recently, and she often springs it on me at the last minute. So I'll have prepared dinner since I'm working at home, and she'll suddenly tell me that she's not going to be home. That can be obviously quite frustrating, but otherwise, we're good. Oh, and that stuff with her dad.
Yeah, that can be annoying, but it's not a deal breaker, right?
Oh yeah, of course it's not. I'm sure we'll be okay.
Yeah, you guys really seem good for each other. I'm rooting for you anyway.
Thanks. I'll get back to you about Saturday after I check with Terry.
Thanks. Hopefully I'll see you then.
Hello? Why aren't you replying to any of my messages? Are you down for the barbecue on Saturday or not? I want to reply to Gary as soon as possible.
I'm sorry about this. I didn't mean to ignore you. I was just busy at work. Yeah, Saturday's fine.
What are you doing at this time, and why didn't you reply to me? I was worried about you. Have you finished work yet?
Sorry about that, but something came up. We went for a meal with all the people from work. I couldn't say no, so I just went along with it. Maybe I should have told you I was going.
You went out with those people last week. Was it really necessary to do it again now?
I couldn't help it. The boss wanted to again, so we had to go. I can't say no to this kind of thing.
I just wish you would have told me in advance. It would be nice of you to think about me for once.
Sorry about that. Last week, a lot of people couldn't come to the meeting, so we had to have another one. Maybe I would have told you, but it just slipped my mind.
Please tell me if it happens again in the future. I was just sitting here all on my own, waiting to hear back from you. I was worried sick.
I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to let you down like this. I'll come home now and have a little food with you. I'm still a bit hungry.
Okay, thanks. I just want you to communicate with me more. You understand that, right?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm sorry. I'll try and do better from now.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Anyway, the barbecue should be fun, right?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
I guess you must have talked to Gary then? How is he?
Oh, he's doing pretty good, but he did tell me some pretty interesting news.
Oh yeah? What news?
It's about Mark. I only found out about it today. He's gonna be getting a divorce. Can you believe it?
Oh wow, really? I can't believe it.
I know, right? They seem to be so happy, but now it's going to end like this. I heard that recently things were not going so well. They started to argue all the time, and then finally it ended. Apparently, they've already signed the divorce papers and things like that. It's all done with. I don't think that they've told a lot of people though, so try not to spread it around.
Yeah, I guess they probably don't want a lot of people to know, huh?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
It must be a hard time for him, and sometimes it's best not to let the world know what's going on.
A lot of people are getting divorced right now. It seems a lot of people are having problems.
I know. It's scary. Mark always seems to be so happy, and he seemed to be getting on well with his wife. At least, he was the last time we saw them, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't usually pay that much attention to her life, but now I hear this, it's really quite a shock. I bet he's really sad about the whole thing. I wonder what he's going to do next. I'm just happy I've got you. We don't argue. I don't know what I'd do without you. I don't have anyone else in my life.
That's right. Let's just hope things go well for us in the future. Do you think we should try and do something to cheer Mark up?
Well, I don't think there's anything we can do. I think we should just let him get on with his own life. He'll move on. We should probably just focus on our life. Sorry, again for not telling you I'll be coming home late tonight.
It's fine. You understand my frustration though, right? I cooked dinner tonight and everything, since you told me you'd be home on time.
You did? Oh, I'm so sorry.
This isn't the first time either, is it? You just go out all the time with your work friends and you never think about me. Then you come home really late and expect me to not be unhappy.
I have to do that for work. There's really nothing I can do. I'm sorry about it.
I'm still not happy about it.
I'm really, really sorry. How many times do I have to say it? I'll try to be better to you from now on. I know that we're not going to break up. That could never happen.
You just get home as soon as you can, please. And if this happens again, then tell me in advance.
I'll do that, I promise. You just relax at home. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Any news? What do you mean? What am I supposed to be telling you about? No, don't act like you don't know. You know what I want to hear about. Don't pretend that you don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You got married to my daughter, and you should have talked about this a lot. I know that you have some money issues. You've had them for a while. It's time to tell me about it. Oh, you want to talk about that? No offense, but I don't think it's any of your business. Are you gonna pay it all off? When are you gonna do that? I want to know. Did you just think that if you didn't talk about it, then the problem would just go away? What would have happened if I didn't mention it now? Would you have just ignored the issue? I don't want my precious daughter to be dragged down by a man like you. What is that supposed to mean, a man like me? You know what I mean. My daughter's busting her butt off working at a real company every day while you sit around at home drowning in debt. It's not as bad as you're making it sound. I'm a freelance designer. I make a lot of money from home. Not that it's any of your business. I can handle my finances myself.
I wonder how true that is. I think you need someone like me to check up on you and make sure you're handling the situation correctly.
Do you really have to be like this? I think you're being a bit too assertive over this. I think we can manage it.
I just don't want any problems. I don't see why I should leave this for you to manage. I think you might be in need of my expert advice on financial matters. If you don't do what I want, then things might go very wrong. We wouldn't want that now, would we? I don't care if you think it's your business and not mine. I want to know what is going on. I want this whole thing to be solved as soon as possible. I don't want any trouble for my daughter. She works really hard and you just stay at home doing nothing.
I work from home. I'm not just sat here doing nothing. I also have a job and I earn money.
Is that the case? You don't have to go out though. It must be very relaxing for you. I don't want my daughter to have to pay off the debt all by herself. I want you to do your fair share of the work. Is that too much to ask? I need money for myself, so I can't help you out with it, so please don't come asking me for money. I wish I had more money, but I don't, and there's nothing I can do about that in the short term. I need what I have to look after myself, so there's no way that I can help you.
So? I never asked for your help. No offense, but we honestly aren't having any financial problems.
Whatever you say. I hope you're not expecting my daughter to be doing all the cooking and the cleaning too, since she's the one traveling to work every day.
Don't worry about that. We both work full-time and we split the chores. I do most of the cooking too, if you must know.
I hope you are. With all that free time you have, you should be able to cook for her too.
I make food, don't worry about that. She isn't going hungry.
I hope you aren't spending too much money on the food as well. You need to be wise when it comes to spending. You can't just throw it all away buying whatever you want. I really don't like this whole situation. I wish you didn't have these money problems. It's really embarrassing for me. I try to hide it from everyone I know. What if they find out about this? It would be too much for me to bear. The public shame would be unbearable.
Do you really have to go on and on like this? I feel like you're trying to hurt me. I don't think I deserve this kind of treatment from you. It's really not that uncommon to have student loan debts.
Maybe not where you come from, but that's not how I raised my daughter, to be living in debt. I'm going now. I don't want to talk about this for a while, so please don't contact me.
Don't worry, I won't.
What's wrong? Why are you calling me?
Where are you right now?
I'm at work. Is something wrong?
Why did you take so long to reply to me? What were you doing?
I was just eating. Sorry, I didn't have time to talk to you.
Are you free now? Can you talk to me?
I'm free, but I'd rather talk by text if that's okay for you.
Sure, I was hoping you could tell me about that guy I just saw you with. I was just outside your office and I saw you with another man. Where were you going?
Oh, that. I can explain it to you later if you want me to. It's nothing really. Nothing to worry about.
You know what happened to Mark. I hope you're not going down the same road.
Is that some kind of threat? I am not trying to do anything like that. I needed to talk to that guy because he was stressed. He wanted to talk to me about some stuff, so I said yes to him to help him talk some stuff through. He means nothing to me. Just another person. No need for you to get worried. We're not close or anything.
You needed to talk to him, did you? Are you some kind of personal life coach? It sounds like an excuse to me because you wanted to be alone with that guy.
I am just busy right now. Can we talk about this later? I need to get back to work.
No, it can't wait. Why did you talk to your father about the debt? I really didn't want him to get involved with this. Why does he need to know?
Oh, that? I don't think there's any harm in him knowing. He's good with this stuff. I thought he could give some advice.
It is really annoying for me. He contacted me earlier and started complaining about it. It really makes me mad. I don't see why I should have to discuss it with him. It's our business and not his. He just needs to back off and leave us alone.
How can I not talk about this kind of thing with my dad? It's only natural that he's going to know about it. Don't worry, I didn't tell him the whole story. He doesn't know exactly how much money it was. I didn't tell him that. If I did, then he would have been even more mad about it all. Good job that I didn't. Don't worry about it. It will all blow over in a while. He'll forget about it, I'm sure of that. I'll try to get him to calm down over the whole thing, and then he shouldn't be that annoying.
I really don't want him to message me like that again. I'm really hoping you can get something done. I don't think I can take it from him another time. I feel like he's abusing me. He's trying to bully and scare me, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't get on my nerves. My self-confidence has really taken a big hit over this, and I don't want any more stress. I don't want to admit it, but he's a scary guy. It's really starting to strain my relationship with you and your side of the family. I don't want it to be like this. Please do something about it before it becomes unbearable.
Don't you think you're exaggerating? I really don't think it's that bad. I think you're just going to have to learn to take it. These things happen.
I don't want to hear any more of your excuses. I want you to tell your dad to leave me alone. He really needs to learn about boundaries.
Okay, I'll try to do what I can, but don't get excited. I really can't promise that anything will change. I can't do anything right now either. I'm at work and I need to focus on that. We can talk about it later when I get home. You just try to chill out over this. I'll be a little late again anyway, so don't wait up.
Hey there, how are you holding up? What is it? What do you want now? I heard about the news, so I thought I'd get in touch. What news? What are you talking about? I've got nothing to tell you about. You don't need to be so defensive about it all. You can talk to people. I did have one question. Why did you have to get in touch with my Terry? Did you really need to talk to her? It was you, right? Who she met earlier today. I thought I recognized you. Yeah, so what if it was? What's wrong with that? Is it against the rules or something? You don't want me talking to her? I know that you're single again, and I know what happened with your wife and you. So what? What does that have to do with anything? I'll talk to whoever I want to. Don't play games with me now and don't be so rude. I've really got nothing to talk to you about. I don't need to get your permission to talk to her. She's allowed to talk to other guys. She's not your slave. I just want to know about it, that's all. She's my wife, so obviously I'm gonna take an interest with who she talks to. You don't need my permission. I just wanted to talk to you about it. She's a nice person, so I wanted to talk to her about my issues. Get some advice, you know? I've known her for a while, right? So what's wrong with talking to her now? I've never had you down as such a controlling guy. I'm not being controlling. I think that this is a perfectly reasonable request from me. If you must know why we met, I just wanted to ask her for some advice and tell her what was going on in my life. It's nice to talk to people when you go through a bad time. I'm sure you'll understand. Forgive me for being so direct, but it kind of looks like you're making excuses to come on to her. Wouldn't you be suspicious if it was your wife? Do you really think that I'm that kind of guy? You got me all wrong. I wouldn't do that kind of a thing. Besides, there are many other girls out there who would be interested in me. I don't need a hit on a married woman. Besides, she got in touch with me first, not the other way around. Maybe you should go and ask her why she's so interested in me, instead of the other way around. Is that what happened? She contacted you first? I didn't know that. I don't know why you're talking to me about this. Go and talk to Terry. She's your wife, isn't she? You need to watch her and the way that she behaves. I don't want to tell you this, but she does have a bit of a reputation. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? I'm just saying, she has an awful lot of male friends, and we have a lot of mutual friends. I'm not accusing her of anything, but she does get pretty flirty with a lot of different guys. Have you quite finished yet? How dare you say such things about my wife? You really are a jerk, aren't you? Gossiping about my wife? How dare you? I'm just saying, you should talk to your wife directly if you're worried. No need to start insulting me. Don't shoot the messenger. We all know you lost your own wife because you cheated on her with another woman. Don't think that you're gonna steal my wife as well. It won't work. What are you talking about?
Have you gone crazy? If you keep going on like this, then you'll never settle down happily. You'll be single all of your life. Who would want you now that you're known as a cheat? Okay, I've had enough of this. You're a crazy man. I'm blocking you. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for the barbecue, by the way. It was a lot of fun. No, thanks for coming. I was really glad you guys could make it. How are you anyway? How's work? I'm fine. Work's been pretty busy, but you know, I can't complain. I'm glad you messaged me, actually. I wanted to talk to you. Oh, yeah, what's up? Mark told me about you messaging him. Is everything okay? Well, yes and no. I wanted to tell you what happened before Mark did, but my head's been all over the place. I don't even know what to think. We don't need to talk about it if you don't want to. I'm not judging you either way. I'm sure you have your reasons for messaging him like that. I sometimes face bad times in my life too, but if you just move through slowly and carefully, you can often find a way. Whatever you do, I'll always have your back. Aw, thank you. That really means a lot to me. And I would actually like to talk to you about it if you don't mind hearing me rant. Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'd love to hear you rant. Okay then, prepare yourself. There are a few things on my mind right now, but I think I'll be able to get through them. Like you said, life's full of ups and downs. There's always something that's bothering me, but it's nothing I can't deal with. That's just life, I suppose. This is what happens. We all have problems. What's wrong? You can tell me. It might help to talk about your problems. There's just a few things. What is it? Something to do with money? That's usually the problem in most people's lives. I have that problem too. I'm just having some problems with Gerald, my father-in-law. We don't really get on that well, and it's annoying me. Terry always wants to do things her way too. She doesn't really defend me that much. I wish she'd do more to keep her dad off my back. This kind of thing happens. I know what it's like. It can be difficult to get along with family. I find people often take you for granted and don't treat you with the respect you deserve. I've faced this in my life from time to time, and it can be quite frustrating. I think sometimes you just have to try and get used to things. Some things you just have to accept. I also have some worries about Terry. I sometimes think that she might be cheating on me with another man. I don't want to believe it's true, but I just can't get it out of my mind. Really? What makes you think that? You can tell me. There is this guy that she kind of spends a lot of time talking to recently. I'm a bit worried about the whole thing, to be honest. Oh, and who is that if you don't mind me asking? Mark, that guy who got divorced recently? Really? She's been seeing him a lot? Why has she been doing that? Were they friends? He said they'd been friends for a while, but I've never heard about her hanging out with him much or anything. He said that he wanted some advice from her or something. He wanted to talk to her about his life. I think he's lonely and he wants someone to talk to. I hope it's just that anyway. I spoke to him about the whole thing and told him what I thought, how I think it's kinda weird. He was a bit defensive about the whole situation. What else did he say? He said he was single and he could talk to whoever he wanted to. I guess he is right, but I still don't want him to talk to my wife, you know? I don't really like that guy. I don't really know how to feel about it all. I'm a bit upset about it all, but maybe I'm just overreacting. I don't think Terry would cheat on me. I don't think she's that kind of girl. She loves me, I'm sure. I still think it's wrong that she's been spending so much time talking to Mark, though. It's not a nice thing to do to you. They should invite you to hang out together at the very least. I agree. I don't feel I can keep quiet about it. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I think Terry is a good woman and she's intelligent. She won't get drawn in by that guy, and I know she'll make the right decision. I don't think you need to be too worried about it all. I'm sure it'll work out okay. I really hope you're right. Also, thanks for letting me talk to you about this. It's nice to talk to someone when you have some problems. It's fine. Don't mention it. I'm always here for you if you need to talk. Thanks so much. I can tell that you really care about me. It really means a lot to me. No worries. I'm here for you anytime, bro. I need to talk to you. This early in the morning? About what? It's not that early. Back in my day, we'd be up and ready for the day by now. Oh, kids these days.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
Of course not. Why are you digging yourself a hole? Do you think this debt is just gonna sort itself out? I think you really need to get something done as soon as you can. There's no point in delaying. Why did I have to contact you about this first? I want to hear a real action plan about how you plan to pay it back. You should be giving me regular updates on how it's going.
Again, why is this any of your business? I'm trying my best to solve the problem. I didn't realize I needed to tell you. I thought I could just get on with it on my own.
I don't care if you're trying your hardest. You need to get it done now. All you do is stay at home. You really need to be working harder and getting more things done. I feel like this is some kind of bad joke. Why did my daughter marry a man like you? I really didn't want this kind of trouble for her, but look what's happened. In my opinion, this is grounds for a divorce. I don't know why she sticks with you. I really want her to leave. You need to act now. I don't want this to go on much longer. I can't take it.
Wow, you are really taking things out of proportion. What have I done wrong? Why are you attacking me like this? I don't think that you need to get involved. I'm paying the debt back without problems. It seems like you're just making excuses to attack me because you don't think anyone's good enough for your precious daughter. This really isn't something you need to be getting involved in.
Of course I need to get involved. It's really a lot to do with me. My daughter's business is my business too. Did you think I wasn't going to find out about this? I really want to protect my daughter from this. I don't want her to suffer from your mistakes.
I don't think you need to worry about it. It's really not that bad, and it's something we can deal with alone. We don't need you to try and take control of the situation. Terry can get by without you too. She doesn't need you to protect her. She is a big girl.
What are you talking about? What if something bad happens to her? I can't let that happen. I should be there to help my daughter if she needs it. That's a father's duty.
If you really want to, then I can stop you, but you're only making the situation worse for everyone involved, including Terry. You're really not helping, even if you think you are. I wish you would believe me instead of doubting everything I say.
I'm not going to believe a guy like you. Who knows what secrets you have? I don't think you're to be trusted.
If it keeps going on like this, then I don't know if I can talk to you anymore. It's really stressful for me to have to deal with you all the time. I think I might just stop talking to you. If you're just gonna be negative all the time, then I don't want to talk with you.
Negative? I'm just being realistic. Even if Terry doesn't see you for what you are, I do.
I think you really need to let go and let Terry do her own thing. You don't need to be standing over her shoulder all of the time telling her what's right and wrong. I wish you'd think about how I feel here too. I don't want you nagging me all the time. It hurts me. It's not helpful at all.
I think you need to change your mindset. I'm your father-in-law and you can't tell me what to do. You've got a lot of problems and I'm going to take an interest in them. It's only natural. You can't just push me to the side. I'm not going anywhere, so get used to it.
Fine, have it your way. If you won't change, then we can't talk to each other anymore. I don't want you bothering me anymore, so please just leave me alone.
Do you really think that this is an acceptable way to talk to me? I don't know what's gotten into your head.
I don't care what you think anymore. I'm not just gonna accept this. I cannot live with a person like you. You're unbearable. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Just leave me alone. Do not contact me ever again.
How dare you? Hello? Have you blocked me?
What is going on with you? What is the problem? I just feel that things are going so bad right now and it's not getting any better. I don't want it to be like this.
Yeah, neither do I. I feel like I'm being gaslit into thinking I'm the one at fault here, though.
Why can't you just change the way you are? I'm not your possession or something.
I know that. It's your father that you should be saying that to.
Do you have to be so confrontational? Can't you just accept other people for who they are? I think we need to talk about this now. We've been putting it off for too long. I had a big argument with Gary, too. I felt that it was all instigated by you. You seem to do nothing but cause trouble. Me, Gary, and my dad. I wish you would just leave us all alone.
If you wanted to end, then why don't we just get a divorce and go our separate ways? Maybe we aren't meant to be together. What do you think? Is that a good solution?
Why are you being like this? Is there any need for it? Why do you have to be so extreme? I am stressed out about all that's going on too, but it doesn't mean we need to get divorced.
I think you married the wrong guy. The whole relationship has changed so much from what it used to be. I don't know if it's worth it now. Maybe it would be better if we ended it. I can't see the point of being married anymore. It's not working.
There are some bad things going on, but we can get through this. It doesn't have to end in divorce.
I think you'd be happier on your own. And I know your dad would like that too. You can have a nicer life without me. I just stay at home all day whilst you're out at work. Then you keep coming home late. Do you think I don't realize why you're coming home late all the time? I know what you've been doing.
There was nothing going on. Sometimes I have to go out for a meal with the people from work. There's no need to be so suspicious all the time.
It wasn't just one time that you went off with Mark. He told me all about it. I spoke with him and he told me that you contacted him first, not the other way around. It seems like you really like to spend time with him. Why else would you call him? What other reason could you have? It seems like you really like him. He seems to be just your type, huh?
And why do you believe him and not me? Of course, he would say that. He doesn't want to be blamed for asking you to hang out with me.
Sorry, I believe him. He never lied to me. I don't see why he would start now. I think you're the one who's lying here. I don't want to talk to you now. Please, just leave me alone. I've made up my mind and I know what I'm going to do with my life. I think we should break up. I don't want you by my side anymore. I'm going to send you the divorce papers. All you need to do is sign them and this whole thing will be over with. Then you can start on your new life with Mark. I won't be here to get in the way.
Is this it? Are you just going to walk away like this? You're going to throw your marriage away this easily?
I don't want to be with you anymore. Please, accept this. You can live your life with that homewrecker. I think he suits you. He's just what you need, and I'm sure your father will like him a lot more than he liked me too.
Hey, is everything going okay with you?
Why are you messaging me? I told you to not contact me like half a year ago, right?
I had a thought. I still want us to talk to each other. I think we can still communicate.
Why would I want to talk to you now? We are done. There is nothing for us to talk about.
I still want to know that you're okay. I still care about you, even if we aren't together. I want to know how your life is going now. Have you found someone else already? I heard some gossip about you. I wanted to know if it was true.
Why would I care? And why should I tell you?
I just want to know. I don't talk to Mark anymore if that's what you're upset about.
I'm guessing he stopped talking to you, right?
That is not important. The point is, I made a mistake, okay? I should have never got involved with him.
Oh, are you finally admitting it?
Oh, I never wanted to lie to you. I was just weak. It was just a moment of weakness. It didn't mean anything. I don't care about Mark.
I knew it. I knew you cheated on me. Thanks for confirming it.
It was just a mistake. I still love you, and I know you love me too.
Keep dreaming.
I still think about you and the times we had. It would break my heart to know you've moved on so quickly. But you haven't, right? You're still single, aren't you? I was secretly hoping there was a chance for us to get back together, but I know that won't happen. Will it?
I don't care about what you think. I don't want to talk to you about it anyway. It's my private stuff. I think you should go and talk to Mark again and see if he'll take you back. Maybe you can get him back, but you can't get me. I'm out of your life forever, and I'm never coming back. Please, get used to it.
I wish you'd be more considerate to me. I am your ex-wife. Have you forgotten about all of the good times we had?
I don't need to be considerate to you. Just leave me alone. Get on with your new life. Move on.
I just want to know about you because I still care. Even though we're no longer together, I still want to know about you. I care about you. I also want to know what kind of woman you're meeting these days. You can at least tell me that much, right? It would really put my mind to rest.
You have absolutely no right to be asking that. You were meeting Mark behind my back and we were together at the time. You need to go and find a new man for yourself. Someone for you to think about. And hopefully you won't make the same mistake and cheat on them too. Whatever you do, you need to forget about me. I'm gone, in the past, and there's nothing you can do about it now.
Whoever this woman is, I don't want you talking to her anymore. I think you need to wait longer before you meet someone new. It's not respectful to me if you do it now. This is my final request for you. I won't ask for anything more.
Oh yeah? Isn't that a little hypocritical coming from you?
I told you I was sorry about seeing Mark, okay? I just wasn't in a good headspace. I regret it a lot, okay? I should have never cheated on you. I just let my dad's words get to me, okay?
Your dad's words? He told you to cheat on me?
Well, no, of course not, but he was always nagging at me about how I could do better than you. And at my weakest point, I went to Mark so we could both vent about our marriage problems, and one thing just led to another.
Whatever, I don't really care anymore. I will do whatever I want to, and there's nothing that you can do to stop me. I don't want to hear from you anymore. You need to learn to let go. You can't control me now that we aren't together anymore. We are finished, and I'll do whatever I want with my life. So what if I've met another woman? I am happier now than I've been in years with you. You'll just have to get used to it.
Why are you being so cruel to me? I'm your ex-wife, right? Didn't you ever have feelings for me?
I did at one point, and I really tried to fix our marriage, but it's too late for any of that now. I don't want to talk to you. Don't contact me again, and don't send me any messages. I like this girl that I'm seeing now. We were friends in the past, but now we're getting a bit closer now that I'm single again. Who knows where it's gonna lead? Maybe I'll get married again.
What? Marriage? To another woman? You're already thinking about that? You just got over me like that? That easily? It's like I didn't mean anything to you. You like her more than me? What does she have that I didn't?
Why are you asking so many questions? Why are you so desperate to know? It has got nothing to do with you. Just get on with your life. She is better than you in every way. There is nothing that you could do that she can't do better. Happy now? Is that what you want to hear? Can we end this here, or do we have to keep going on like this? I'm really starting to get bored of it. A little while after that, I found out from Gary that Terry did try to pursue a relationship with Mark. Mark came clean about the whole thing and tried to apologize to me. He told me the reason he divorced his wife in the first place was because he and Terry had been having an affair. I was pretty surprised, since I didn't know it had been going on for that long. But it shouldn't surprise me. She was always a liar. As for me, my client base has been growing and growing. I've been getting more and more clients, and I've been able to gradually increase my rates as I get more experience too. I've developed a pretty cool reputation in a specific niche field too, so I'm actually doing really well for myself now. I've paid off all of my student loans too. The niche I've become popular in happens to be the same industry Terry was working in too. I met some of her colleagues at a networking event, and when they heard about me and Terry divorcing, they were eager to know why. I told them the whole story, and from what I hear, her reputation has really gone down the drain because of the whole fiasco. Her dad messaged me again, threatening me for outing his daughter like that. I took the messages to the police, and they warned him to not send threats to me anymore, or I'll be able to press charges. So my life's been pretty relaxing recently. Things are going great with my new girlfriend too. I might even propose to her soon. So it just goes to show life's full of ups and downs. Whatever you're going through, it's important to remember it won't last forever, and you never know what great things are just around the corner. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Alan? I just got back from the restroom, but I can't seem to find you or your mother anywhere. I thought that you would be waiting for me. But did you leave to look inside some shops or something? I'm sorry for making you wait.
Hey, Sophia. You're finally done. It took you long enough.
What do you mean? I was only in there for a few minutes.
Well, my mom and I got tired of waiting for you, so we decided to head to the next sightseeing spot without you. There's so much that we want to do, and we just couldn't bear to waste any more time waiting around.
What? Wait, so you're not here anymore?
That's right. You being in a wheelchair is a big inconvenience for us during our vacation. So we thought that it would be best if we just left you behind, so we can have a good time.
How could you?
Good luck managing to get around on your own.
Wait, you can't be serious. This isn't just any vacation. We're in France, a completely different country. And what about my bag? You said that you would hold on to it for me while I went to the bathroom. My wallet and return ticket are inside that.
So what? I told you that we're going to be going our separate ways for the rest of this trip. So what's the point in holding on to this ticket that you bought with us? We'll be doing our own thing. So you do what you want as well, okay?
What are you talking about? How am I supposed to get home without my return ticket or wallet?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't really mind if you didn't come back home.
What? I don't understand.
I mean, think about it. Did you really think that I was serious about taking you on a vacation abroad in your wheelchair? Don't make me laugh.
What do you mean?
Are you really that clueless? Then let me spell it out for you. It's a big hassle always having to accommodate your needs. It really slows us down and limits where we can go. It's like your wheelchair always has to take priority in deciding what we can and can't do. I'm tired of feeling so tied down. I want to be able to move around freely and do things more spontaneously.
But that's not fair. It's not like I chose to be in this wheelchair. I'd like to be able to move around freely as well if I have the choice.
Oh, be quiet. Why do you always have to be so negative? It really bothers me that all you do is mope around.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Whatever. Besides, you always brag about how you can speak French, so you'll have no problem figuring things out, right? So, that's it for now, I guess. It would be too big of a burden trying to get around with you in the huge wheelchair, so my mom and I decided that this was the best arrangement for everyone. We'll finally be able to enjoy our vacation, and you'll be free to do what you want as well. Oh, but I'll gladly hold on to your wallet for you. And everything inside of it, too.
How dare you?
Wow. There's much more than I thought you would have inside. You always did make good money, if anything else. Looks like my mom and I will be splurging on some good wine tonight.
Stop it! Just come back already! Please, I'm begging you!
No way. Oh, and one last thing. All the details I gave you about where we'll be staying tonight, it's all fake.
What?
Oh wait, it looks like we're already here, so I'm gonna go now. Mom and I are so excited to spend the next 2 weeks traveling around Europe. We'll get to see so much now that we don't have to worry about wheelchair accessibility.
Alan, you can't be serious!
Of course I'm serious. I hope you adjust to living in a foreign country soon. On your own.
Hello, Linda? Are you with Alan right now?
Yes, he's standing right next to me, as a matter of fact. Is there some sort of problem?
Oh, so I suppose you're aware of the situation right now. And you agree with what he's done?
Of course! Besides, this was all my idea in the first place. I was the one who suggested we take this vacation with you, but with the intention of leaving you behind.
What?
It's really just a shame. I only agreed to this marriage because you graduated at the top of your class from such an elite school.
I expected you to make something of yourself, but instead, you just ended up in this wheelchair. Is this some sort of punishment for our family? And the way things turned out, I can't even count on you to take care of me in my old age. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to take care of you now that you're a cripple. This was definitely not part of my plan. But there's nothing I can do about my situation. You know very well the reason why I'm in this wheelchair now in the first place. That's enough. The way I see it, you're a good-for-nothing wife to my son, keeping him from living the life that he wants because of your condition. So just stop it with your nonsense excuses already. All of your complaining is just gonna ruin this trip for me and my son. How are we supposed to enjoy anything with all of your negativity? By the way, how are you and Alan even planning to get around without speaking a single word of French? I was doing all the translating and communicating until now, but the two of you are on your own now. Oh, that wouldn't be a problem at all. We just met this very kind gentleman, and he offered to act as our translator and guide for such a cheap price. He's quite handsome, too, if I might add. What? So don't worry about us. We're in good hands, and we don't even need your help anymore. Are you sure that's safe? This isn't a country that's known to be kind towards tourists. I would be more wary of people like that. It might seem like a genuine offer to help, but you never know what they're really thinking. Oh, why can't you just be more accepting of people's kindness? You act as if everyone is out to get you or something. And I bet you're just saying that, so we'll go back to get you. Are you really that cunning of a person? But don't worry, we have no intention of going back, no matter how uneasy you try and make us. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to warn you about the dangers of letting down your guard in a foreign country. It's really none of your business how we decide to spend our time here. Whether you're really looking out for our well-being, or you're just trying to trick us into going back for you, you're in no position to tell us what to do. By the way, I'm going to have Alan divorce you as soon as you get back to the States. Oh, wait. That's only if you're able to get back home safely. Who knows if that's even a possibility since you have no money or means of getting around. And just so you know, this is something that I've already discussed with Alan, and he's in complete agreement. Well, even if you do make it back home, you're not gonna have a place to live. Alan and I also decided that you will be kicked out of the house that we used to share. It's quite the shame, but you're just doomed either way. What do you mean? Because of all the renovations we did to make the house more handicapped accessible, it lets me get around very easily as well. There's many improvements that are very helpful for someone my age as well, so it's a very comfortable living arrangement for me. I guess that's one good thing that came out of you being handicapped. How dare you say such a thing? You really have a lot to say for someone with such limited mobility. It's not like you can do anything about it, so you should just keep quiet. Anyways, I can hear Alan and our new translator calling for me, so I'll be going now. I can't wait to see where this gentleman will be taking us next. Linda, wait! You have to reconsider your situation. This is your first time in this country and you don't even speak the language. It's not smart or safe to just accept the offer of some random person. You don't even know who they are. You have to keep in mind that you're a complete outsider here. Yes, don't be such a worrywart. I'll be careful if that's what you want, okay? No, you have to listen to what I have to say. I get it, okay? I'm not gonna reply to you anymore, so don't even bother sending any more messages. Linda, wait! Fine, that's it then. If this is the way you're going to be, then I have an idea of my own. Don't tell me that I didn't warn you, though, because you brought this onto yourself.
Sophia! Hey, Sophia! You can't just ignore me like this! Why aren't you answering me? You didn't block me, did you?
Jeez. What do you want?
Sophia! Finally! What the heck is going on?
Let me guess. You just got back home?
That's right. I'm in front of our house right now, but there seems to be a problem. It doesn't make sense. Why can't I get inside? What did you do?
Of course you can't get in. I put the house up for sale, so obviously you won't be able to get inside anymore.
What? You sold our house?
Yep. And I can't believe how quickly I was able to find a buyer.
Why would you do such a thing? Where are we supposed to live now? How could you be so selfish and do something like this without my permission?
This is nowhere near selfish compared to what you and your mother did to me. Remember how you and your mother tricked me into going on vacation with you, just so you can leave me stranded abroad? Saying that me being in a wheelchair would prevent you from enjoying your vacation, since it would be an inconvenience to accommodate my disability? Now, that's pretty selfish if you ask me. Especially knowing that I would have a hard time getting around in my wheelchair, too.
Huh? Wait. I don't believe this. Did you actually make it back home? On your own?
Absolutely. You just realized this now. I got back home just 2 days after you left me stranded.
But that's impossible. How did you even manage that?
Well, it wasn't that difficult, to be honest. It seems like you've completely forgotten this, but I'm sure that I've told you before. But I lived in France for about 3 years when I was in college, for a study abroad program. Does this ring any sort of bell?
I guess you mentioned something like that before, but it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember the details.
Anyways, I still stay in touch with some close friends I made during that time, one of whom happened to live just 1 hour away from where you left me. She was kind enough to come pick me up, and she was the one who helped me get everything together so I could come back home. Fortunately, I had at least my phone and credit card on me, so it wasn't too hard to make all the arrangements.
I don't believe this. How can that even be possible?
And what else was it that you wanted to know? Oh, that's right. You were asking about how I sold the house.
Yeah, exactly. That's the #1 priority right now. How could you do such a stupid thing without even asking for my permission? I'm the head of this household, so I should have at least had a say in this.
Are you kidding? Do you really think that you're the head of this household?
Of course. There's no question about that. My mom really likes that house. With all the barrier-free renovations, it was really the perfect layout for her since she's getting older now. You have no idea the trouble we had after we last spoke. That so-called kind local who offered to show us around ended up walking away with all of our stuff. We were left only with what we had on ourselves.
Oh my, I had no idea. That must have been such a traumatic experience for you both.
Anyways, we finally made it back home and we're looking forward to just winding down after everything that happened. So imagine our surprise when we couldn't even get into the house. This is just unbelievable. You're crazy.
By the way, you're forgetting a very important piece of information. Because the deed for this house is under my name. Don't you remember?
What? I thought that the deed was under my name and that this house belonged to me.
Don't be silly. Why would you even think that? This house belonged to my parents in the first place. It's where I grew up. Since my parents decided that they wanted to settle down in the countryside after their retirement, I inherited this house instead. And besides, I was the one who paid for all the renovations that were done to make this house more wheelchair accessible. So any way you look at it, this house belongs to me and only me. Why did you think that I would change the name on the deed in the first place? That would have absolutely no merit to me.
I know that. But I live there too, so you could have at least discussed it with me before you went ahead and sold our house behind my back.
Oh, really? Coming from someone who decided on our divorce without so much as any kind of courtesy, your accusation hardly carries any weight at all.
This is more urgent, though. We have nowhere to live right now.
You have nothing to worry about since I've already made some arrangements for you. Patricia's already said that she'd be more than happy to help me.
What? Patricia, my sister? You're kidding, right?
Nope, I am dead serious. I've already packed up all of your things, too. Your sister agreed to hold on to everything at her house, so I'm having everything shipped there, okay?
What? Wait.
She's going to let you and your mother stay with her temporarily, so you see? There's no need to worry about finding a place to live. Anyways, you and your mother should head over there directly.
There's no way we can stay with my sister. Don't you have any idea who she is?
I know exactly who she is, and I really appreciate her kindness. I don't know what I would have done if it weren't for her help. You're so lucky to have such a thoughtful sister.
You're just kidding, right? I can't stay with her. This can't be happening for real.
Sophia! How could you? What kind of punishment is this? I just finished talking to Alan and now I have to deal with you?
You have no idea the kind of trouble we were involved in after we separated.
Oh, Alan did mention something like that about someone walking off with all of your belongings. Was it the so-called kind gentleman that you found? The one that was supposed to act as your translator and take you around the city?
That's right. He was, in fact, very kind in the beginning, taking us to some of the lesser-known sightseeing spots and recommending the best places to shop and eat. But I guess I let my guard down too quickly and trusted that he was as honest as he appeared to be. Anyways, he offered to hold on to my bags while I went to the restroom, but that turned out to be a huge mistake. When I came out, he was nowhere to be found. And of course, all of my belongings were gone with him as well.
That's exactly what I was trying to warn you about. I told you that it was a bad idea to accept the help of a stranger, especially while you're on vacation in a foreign country for the first time. This is what you get for not taking my advice seriously.
But he was so good-looking, and I just couldn't say no to such a handsome face.
You just went by his looks? You should really be ashamed of yourself. What would your late husband say if he knew you were acting like this?
That's not important right now. What about our house?
Oh, that's right. You can just look over the previous text messages between Alan and I. I really don't feel like discussing the same matter over again with you. It would be a waste of time.
A waste of time? Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? You should be respectful towards me. I'm your mother-in-law.
Really? Because the last time we spoke, you were pretty determined about having Alan divorce me right away. And if that's how you're going to be, I no longer feel any obligation to hold anything back, and I'll be very frank with you about what I think. Oh wait, I actually saved you the trouble of starting the divorce process. In fact, it's already been finalized.
Huh? What do you mean? I haven't even had the opportunity to talk to Alan about any of this yet.
As you know, I got back home about a week before you and Alan. And when I went to check our mailbox, you can just imagine my surprise when I found the divorce papers already signed by Alan himself, along with the rest of the mail. It turns out that he was having an affair, and it was actually his lover who sent the divorce papers, along with a letter detailing their relationship. He's too much of a coward to confront me himself. She was also kind enough to include the video footage of Alan while he was actually signing the papers, so it's no mistake either. And I just took that opportunity to sign the papers myself and submit them to court.
Wait, I don't understand. Are you really sure that Alan was having an affair? It just seems so unlike him.
I'm quite certain of it. In fact, his lover is confident that she would make a much better wife for him than me. She stated as such in her letter. And she demanded that I move out of this house because I have no right to be here. Which is quite funny, because the house in question legally belongs to me. So I wrote her back that this house was actually passed down to me from my parents. And also that the man she claims to be the perfect match for will come with an evil and controlling mother on the side. One that talked him into leaving his handicapped wife stranded in a foreign country. She obviously had no idea about any of this, so her response was as expected. She's going to leave Alan right away. I demanded compensation from her, which she willingly paid in full, and I haven't heard from her since. Who knows where she is right now?
What? You did all of this while Alan and I were still abroad?
Yes. Well, to lay things out clearly, this is what happened. Although it was a shock at first when I realized that you and Alan had left me behind, It gave me the chance to look at the situation more objectively. While the two of you were dealing with your own situation in France, I was doing my own investigation and discovered quite a few surprising truths. But I knew that this was the perfect chance to settle these matters, so I decided to take action right away, so that everything will be done by the time you and Alan returned home. And here we are right now. This can't be happening. The only thing that's left is to demand compensation from Alan himself. And I've already explained to my lawyer that he will be staying with his sister for the time being, so he should expect to visit there soon. What? So he should just stay put there patiently until my lawyer gets in touch with him. No, wait. This is all a joke, right? Staying with Patricia is just out of the question. I had a feeling that you would try and get out of going to Patricia's, so I took some measures ahead of time. If I'm not mistaken, Patricia should be approaching you from behind right about now. What? It looks like the timing was perfect. As you can see, I asked her to come get the two of you, so you wouldn't try and get away this time. You might be wondering why Alan and his mother were so uneager to stay with Patricia. But it might have to do with the fact that she used to be the former leader of a well-known female gang. And although she no longer has any dealings with that kind of lifestyle anymore, they know what she's capable of, so they're still very cautious around her. For as long as I've known her, she's never shown her mean side, and is always very gentle and kind in her manner. But I know that she has a strong sense of justice, and hates when people are disloyal. And from what I've heard, it's best not to get on her wrong side, because she can be very intimidating when she is angry. Even as a mother of two now, people who know her well can tell you that she hasn't completely let go of her formal lifestyle. She just does a good job of keeping it under wraps. Patricia moved in with her husband's family when she got married, so she now lives a 2-hour drive from us. Since she's too far away to visit on a regular basis, Alan and his mother probably thought that they could get away with insulting me all the time. But unfortunately, what they didn't consider was the fact that Patricia and I were in fact quite close to one another. This small miscalculation was what led to their complete downfall. After I told Patricia about how they left me stranded during our vacation, and about Alan's affair, she told me to just leave the rest to her. Shortly after, I received the compensation payment from Alan in full, which was quite a surprise. I have no idea how he managed that kind of payment, and I never bothered to ask for the details. But apparently, one of Patricia's acquaintances hired him to work in one of his factories overseas, so I'm assuming that he's not even in this country anymore. And under strict supervision, he's being re-educated into hopefully a more proper man. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Hey, Sarah. Do you know how challenging it is to raise a child these days? Are you aware that it requires a great deal of effort, time, and resources? Perhaps you cannot fully comprehend the difficulties involved since you have not yet experienced parenthood yourself.
While I haven't had the first-hand experience of raising a child, I'm aware that it is a demanding and challenging task. It entails a multitude of responsibilities, such as providing care, guidance, and support. Raising a child involves dedicating a significant amount of time and energy, as well as being attentive to their physical, emotional, and educational needs. It also requires making sacrifices and adapting one's lifestyle to accommodate the child's well-being. Parenting is a lifelong commitment that necessitates constant learning, patience, and love. I think I recognize that raising a child is an intricate and demanding journey that demands unwavering dedication.
While that may be true, I was specifically asking if you're aware of how much it costs to raise a child.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's not even funny when it comes to raising a child, from their food to clothing. And when you add in the cost of private tutoring, it becomes quite substantial. Raising a child is all about money. You can't even have a baby if you don't make enough money. It's completely different from decades ago when people perceived children grow up on their own.
Private tutoring? Danielle is barely in kindergarten, but you already hired a private tutor for her?
I meant private tutoring will be part of the expense when she becomes first grade next year. And just because she's in kindergarten, it doesn't mean there are no expenses for private tutoring. Simply giving her extracurricular activity lessons like piano, art, martial arts, or foreign languages can easily exceed $1,000 per month. Just like in my household, if the father is the sole breadwinner supporting a family of 3, covering living expenses, including food, utilities, and even the cost of private tutoring, you could say we're incurring losses every month.
I see. That must be hard.
Speaking of which, can you help us financially by any chance? Although Danielle is not your niece by blood, she's your husband's niece, which means she's technically your niece as well. You can help your niece by supporting her with $10,000, right?
That's a lot of money.
Isn't $10,000 considered a small amount of money in today's world? You've had a job for 10 years and don't have any children, so it's likely that you have saved a significant amount. Instead of letting it sit in a bank and lose value, it would be really useful for me if you could give it to me. Is there any way that could be possible?
Just because I have been working for 10 years, it doesn't mean I have all the money in the world. I need to prepare for my retirement and keep it to raise my children when I have them later. You just said yourself that it costs a fortune to raise a child. I'm considering having children in the near future, and I have to be prepared for them to take care of them properly, from feeding them to educating them. I'm sorry, I don't have spare money to give you.
Is it true that you're just turning it down without even pretending to consider it when I'm your husband's older sister and I'm sincerely asking for your help? You're such a cold woman, aren't you? What is the benefit of having a sibling? Aren't siblings supposed to help each other when they're going through a rough patch?
I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry.
This is exactly why people say there should be siblings. I notice that the only child is usually selfish and difficult to get along with. I'm sure you don't understand what it feels like when your sibling is having a hard time as an only child. It hurts like hell when your sibling encounters hardships, and you want to give up everything to help them. It might not hurt you, but it should hurt my brother because that's what siblings are like. Okay, fine. I can't help it if you're saying you don't have spare money to give me. I understand. However, while you may not have enough money, your parents do, don't they? I heard your parents ran a business all their life, and you were raised in a wealthy family. Is that true?
I guess I can say that. Thanks to my parents, I don't recall going through financial hardships, if not enough money.
Then you can take some of their money and give it to me for Danielle, right?
What do you mean by that?
Your mother passed away half a year ago, and once your father also passes away, you will be the sole beneficiary of their assets. I'm saying it shouldn't be a problem for you to receive and use the inheritance in advance.
Are you asking me to beg my dad for money and give it to you when I receive it?
You don't want to do it?
Of course not. Did you really think asking me like that would work? Don't you think you're attempting too much and asking for the moon? If you need the money so badly, you should get part-time jobs at restaurants, grocery stores, or wherever. How could you even think my parents' assets will be given up to you, which they accumulated all their lives with their sacrifices and devotion? You have the guts to ask for my parents' money, don't you? I would never be able to bring up such a thing if I were you, because I would be so humiliated and ashamed even by thinking about it.
Are you okay today? Are you sure you're not food poisoned or anything? I don't know what to do when you become someone I don't recognize all of a sudden.
Why is that? Are you confused that I stand up for myself for the first time after all these years of being nice and quiet to you? Do you think I had no idea you were taking my bags and clothes one by one? Even my shoes! Every time you came to my house? I tried so hard to understand and think positively. I tried to convince myself that you were in your worst moments and you had no other choice but to lay your hands on your brother and his wife's stuff. I have shown kindness to and helped strangers, so I was willing to let go of it and have refrained from showing any discontent toward you since you're my husband's sister. I thought that by continuing to extend my generosity, you would understand it as a gesture of goodwill. However, I guess it's true that if kindness continues, you perceive it as an entitlement. Did you think I was a joke? Did you think I didn't say anything to you because I had no idea what was going on?
What the hell did you say? Are you saying you knew about it all along, but you kept it to yourself all this time?
Don't you think it's even more strange if I didn't notice what was going on when my stuff was missing every time you came to my house?
Well, you didn't say anything to me, so I believe you didn't know. You know you have millions of clothes and bags, right? All of them in luxury brands like Louis Vuitton and even Hermes. I thought that a woman who grew up in a wealthy family wouldn't notice if she lost a few things because she has countless articles. I'm quite surprised that you actually noticed. But the thing is, are you saying that even though you knew all this, you've been meeting me with a smile on your face and not showing any indication of it? You're so creepy, aren't you? I'm so freaked out by you that you give me chills. I feel like I've been walking the street naked. I'm so embarrassed and mad and feel a rush of rage. Do you have a damn idea how I feel right now? You're that woman who says one thing but does the other. What a hypocrite.
You must be delighted that your words and actions match, aren't you?
Excuse you?
I'm saying you still don't understand what you should do right at the moment. If your stealing had been busted, the appropriate response for you should be sincerely apologizing and taking responsibility for your actions. Instead, you are coming across defiantly. So I'm here teaching you what you should do. What you committed is a theft, and you'll be asked to take responsibility if I report it to the police. If I were merciful enough and had let go of your actions, considering that I have been lucky enough to possess many things, you would be in a position where you should be thankful and apologize humbly for stealing my belongings. Don't you understand what kind of position you are in? I knew you were a thief, but I didn't know you were so dumb that you don't even understand English.
How could you be so mean to me? I'm your husband's older sister, remember? Hey, how's your IVF going? Did you say you need to keep the money for your children that might happen in the near future? Do you think God will gift you with children if you have such an attitude to your sister-in-law? Do you think you can live comfortably as my family's daughter-in-law despite your despicable attitude toward me? Don't you get that I have the final say in everything as the eldest daughter in my family?
I had the final say in everything as the only child in my family, too. Believe it or not, I don't argue with others often. But when I did, I've never lost against anyone in my life. I respected you and let go of your unbelievable actions only because you're my husband's older sister. However, now you're trying to get on top of my head and manipulate me, and I won't take it anymore. Who do you think you're trying to take for granted?
You have no idea what you're doing right now, do you?
Oh, I do. I'm furious that you're even thinking about taking my parents' hard-earned money.
You're furious just for that? You'll try to eat me alive if you know I took your late mother's ring and sold it, won't you?
I beg your pardon?
I thought it was very meaningful and precious to you, but you didn't even notice it was gone. You know, we had a gathering at your house last week for my mom's birthday, right? I secretly took the ring since I was there. Indeed, it seems that people who have a lot tend not to notice or pay attention if one or two things go missing. The ring was wrapped tightly in layers and kept along with your mother's picture and other pieces of jewelry that seemed to belong to her. You must be excited that you were born as the only child of your rich mother and received a bunch of expensive goods as an inheritance. Considering I only took one inconspicuous and seemingly insignificant ring among all those possessions, wouldn't you say that I'm still quite nice and conscientious?
Excuse you? That ring you stole is a special ring that was passed from my grandmother to my mom when she married my dad. It was a family heirloom. That's such a precious piece of jewelry regardless of the price. And you claim you took it without my permission? You need to give it back to me right now.
Oh, that's impossible. I already sold it and it doesn't belong to me anymore. I was fortunate enough to sell the seemingly shabby ring at a high price. By selling it, I made a substantial sum of $5,000, which I spent pretty quickly. Thank you, Sarah.
It's not the right time to say thank you, Sarah. You need to get the ring back right now. Otherwise, I'm going to report it to the police for theft. I mean it when I say this, so you better listen to what I'm saying. Besides, you sound like you had to steal my mom's ring because your mother was poor and had nothing to give you. Your mother must be thrilled to hear you using such absurd things as an excuse for stealing.
What did you say? You're so rude as always. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not scared even a little bit. You thought I would get on my knees and apologize profusely while asking for your forgiveness if you threatened me like that. But there's no way. Don't make me laugh, okay? You should stop here if you're not going to divorce my little brother. We don't want to be uncomfortable when we're still a family, right? I promise you I'm not going to lay my hands on your stuff ever again, so end of discussion. Done.
You make me speechless. Who are you to say end of discussion when I'm the owner of the ring, and I'm demanding you to bring it back to me immediately? I cannot make any concessions regarding my mom's ring, so make sure to return the ring immediately.
I said I already sold the ring and I spent every penny of the sales proceeds. It's just that simple. So do whatever you need to do.
So you're just going to be like, sue me?
I won't have anything to give you even if you sue me. Do whatever you need to do.
Okay then. Since you keep saying do whatever I need to do, I'll do whatever I need to do.
What the heck can you possibly do? Sarah, did you tell everything to my mom? Did you tell her that I stole your late mother's ring and got rid of it for money? Why did you have to do that when you know better than anyone that she will never accept theft as she has been an educator all her life?
I thought you told me multiple times to do whatever I needed to do. I needed your mother to realize what her daughter had done. So I told her because that was what you told me to do. So what's the problem when I only followed your instruction? Oh, did you actually want to be reported for theft? I could certainly do that for you if you prefer that way.
Do you think it's funny? What kind of theft are you talking about when we're a family?
What do you mean by a family when we don't live in the same house or make a living together? If I were to press charges, you would be in a position where you would be held accountable without any escape. I only gave up on pressing charges out of consideration for Danielle, who is still a baby who needs her mother by her side. But instead of gratitude, what's this attitude?
You gave up on pressing charges because you couldn't press charges against a family member, not because of your generosity. Who do you think you're kidding? Besides, my mom gave the ring back to you. Then what's the matter with you? What, do you want more after she bought the same ring and handed it to you? It was such an old ring, and I heard she had to travel across the states to get the same one. Isn't that enough for you when such an old lady did that for you? You even told her that I was jealous of you having a wealthy mom and you had a lot to inherit. She said she failed to teach me properly, even as an educator, and declared that she'll disown me from this point on. She said she can't be that mother I want, so she'll let me go. She told me to live on my own and to make sure to pay her back $5,000. How am I supposed to pay her back that much money when I have a child to take care of? I have a college degree, but I barely graduated with a borderline GPA, and I don't have any work experience at all. All I have been doing so far was to support my husband and raise my daughter, which is far from making money. Most importantly, you know all of this, and you still rat on me and cause such pain for me?
Well, you should learn how to stand up on your own feet before it's too late. You'll have to live on your own going forward, which means you have to make money by yourself.
What kind of nonsense are you talking about? Why are you saying I need to make money by myself?
Okay, listen. The entire family, your mother, my husband, and even your husband, went to the jewelry shop where you sold my ring. We asked the owner to see the camera footage explaining to him what was going on, and he let us see it. Well, you were there selling my mom's ring, but surprisingly, you weren't alone. You were holding some guy's hand who was clearly not your husband. Everything was recorded on the camera, from you holding his hand and even kissing him, stepping out of the shop with your hand in his back pocket with a big smile on your face. It was seriously pathetic and ridiculous. All of us were embarrassed for you. I never expected to discover such a dirty secret of yours when I simply wanted to check if I can get my ring back.
What?
You turned around and cheated on your hard-working, devoted husband with some other guy after dropping off your daughter at school. How vulgar and coarse everything you do is. Don't you feel sorry for your husband who is working day and night for you and your daughter? Isn't it shameful for your daughter who considers her mother to be everything in the world? I heard the one you're having an affair with is the father of a boy in Danielle's classroom. How could you even think about having a relationship with one of the parents?
No, I didn't have any kind of relationship. He's just someone I know. I swear I never cheated on my husband or committed adultery.
For that part, your husband must have done an extensive investigation and formed a conclusion by now.
That can't be possible. He has never shown any indication of feeling suspicious. He is someone who easily displays his emotions, so if something like that were to happen, it would be written all over his face.
Unlike someone, parents are willing to do anything and everything for the sake of their children. No matter how weak his disposition may be, he would make all necessary preparations to avoid having his parental rights taken away before dumping you.
What did you say? Who does he think he is trying to take my baby away from me when I was the one giving birth to her from my womb? That doesn't make sense. No matter how much he tries, Danielle is mine. She can never be his.
What use is there for someone who doesn't even have the qualifications of a mother to imitate motherhood? With no job and even engaging in infidelity, does it seem likely that someone like you would be granted custody?
Hey, which side are you on right now?
Who am I to be on your side when even your own mother and brother said they'll disown you? I am simply your sister-in-law, and I have no intention of listening to your complaints any longer. I have no intention to help you, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to. After what happened, I heard that Jane eventually became estranged from her own mother and my husband, and that she was divorced by her ex-husband as well. Of course, custody went to the father, and she lost her child. She was forced to work, eat, and sleep in a small restaurant, trying to pay off her debts. She had to work tirelessly to repay her debts to her mother, her ex-husband, and the wife of the guy with whom she had an affair. If she had managed the money wisely provided by her husband and worked hard to raise her child, the outcome would have been completely different. This is the consequence of her own foolish decisions. Thanks for watching! If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And why not leave us a comment in the comment section down below with all of your thoughts. See you in the next video!
Landon, are you at the bus station now?
Yeah, I just got on the bus. I'm sorry, Mom. Getting called into work in the middle of our vacation really sucks.
Oh, it's okay. I know you have to do that sometimes for your job.
Yeah, but I was really hoping I'd have more time to relax on our trip.
I know you work hard at your job. That company should be happy to have an employee as good as you. You make me really proud.
Thanks. Aside from that, I want to mention something about you and Gloria. I want you to try to get to know her better, okay? I want you two to become friends.
We are friends.
But Mom, you hardly ever talk to her. I really want you two to get along.
Yeah, but Landon, I've been working really hard ever since I was young. You know that, right? So, I really have nothing in common with an unemployed woman who doesn't contribute to society. And she always needs help with mundane things. I just can't accept that.
Mom, how dare you say that? Gloria is blind. That's why she needs help sometimes. It's not her fault. And she does work. So why aren't you satisfied?
It's hard to put into words. I like women who are a little more independent and a little stronger. That girl cries at the slightest thing. I can't like somebody like that.
Oh, come on. She's only cried twice, and both times were your fault. You told her that the dinner she cooked for you was flavorless, and you threw it out right in front of her. And the room that she had just cleaned. You smashed a bottle of booze and forced her to clean it up. We've already had a fight about this, and yet you're going to keep pressing the subject? How many times are you going to do this?
But the dinner tasted really bad. I had no choice but to tell her, right? And I didn't break that bottle of alcohol on purpose. I told you. It was a complete accident that my foot hit it and knocked it onto the floor.
Gloria was thinking about your health. That's why she didn't use a lot of spices when she made dinner for you. And you knocked over all the booze because you were angry, I remember.
I was angry? What are you talking about?
When you got swindled last month, you got scammed by that guy for 60 grand. After I had worked so hard to save up all that money for you. You said you wanted to move into that retirement village. We had to save up all that money to help you.
Oh, you're talking about that again. I told you to just forget about that. We aren't supposed to bring it up again. Anyway, that was Gloria's fault. She was there. She didn't stop me from giving that guy all that money. You said you'd give me $60K. I thought that was for the down payment. I thought we were buying the house.
No, we weren't buying it. That's not even possible. And that guy who approached you about it wasn't even from any real estate agency. I told you not to do anything until we looked into it further. Gloria told me she tried to stop you from giving that guy the money, but you wouldn't listen to her. You said because she's blind, she couldn't read the contract, so she couldn't prove the guy was fake. Then you just give this guy all your bank information, and we don't even know who he is.
Oh, Gloria's lying to you again. All she does is lie. She never tried to stop me. As I recall, she encouraged me to do it. I'm starting to not be able to stand her anymore.
Oh, whatever. Let's just forget about the money for now. It's already gone. Anyway, our trip is supposed to be over tomorrow. Can you at least try to make up with Gloria this evening? I don't want any animosity between anyone in our family anymore. Okay, Mom?
Okay, fine, if that's what you want. I'll try to talk to her tonight.
I'll be really happy if you two can become friends. Thanks. Anyway, I'll message you again when I get finished with work. Mom, I just got a call from Gloria. I heard there was some trouble at the hotel. Hey, Mom.
No, there was no trouble. I wouldn't put it like that. Wow, Gloria tells you even the slightest things, doesn't she? I told you that a woman who can't handle even the slightest thing herself isn't fit for you, didn't I?
That's not the problem here now, is it? This is about an old man with a cane who can barely walk. I heard you pushed him over.
Well, I had a good reason for doing that. Listen to my side of the story before jumping to conclusions.
It doesn't matter what the reason was. You should never push an old man that can barely stand up by himself. Please, you've got to be nicer to people.
I said listen to my side of the story. About that guy. He had sent his wife to go get dinner for him.
Huh? So what?
The hotel restaurant is all you can eat. You have to go up and get your own food. I don't care how bad his legs are. If he wants something to eat, he should darn well get it himself, right? How dare he make his wife get it for him? How rude. All I did was tell him that. And then he got a little snippy with me and, well, you know what happened next. It's all his fault. If he can't walk well by himself, he shouldn't be taking trips. He should stay home.
Mom, you need to calm down. You've got to go and apologize to that man and his wife, please.
But you know I'm right. A person who needs nursing care all the time is just causing trouble for other people. If you can't take care of yourself, maybe you shouldn't be doing extravagant things like taking trips. It's selfish. If you're going on a trip, you should be able to enjoy yourself, right? But he was making his wife do everything for him. She couldn't be enjoying that.
But that's not your decision to make. Maybe she loves him and wants to do things for him. Those people were probably enjoying their vacation the whole time until you did this to them. You're complaining about him causing problems for his wife? But you butting in caused problems for the both of them, didn't it? Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's your right to butt in. You pushed over an old man.
I wasn't looking for a fight. That couple was sitting really close and just happened to be in my field of view. I saw it and it was making me angry. He was making his wife do everything for him. Oh, I get it now. That's probably why I don't like Gloria. You have to help her with everything. If that's the way it's going to be, I'll probably never be able to get along with her. It'll just be impossible for me. People like that, they look like humans, but they're really not, because they can't do anything themselves.
Oh my God, Mom, just go find that couple and apologize to them right now.
I can't go now. Anyway, it's too late.
It's fine, just go. I understand what you're saying about the time, but please, just go and apologize to them. I'm begging you.
Sometimes you could be so annoying. Okay. You're saying if I apologize, everything will be fine, right? If I apologize. Oh, and while I've got you, I wanted to ask you, the hotel is already paid for, right? All I have to do is give back the key tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, that's right. Just be careful from now on, please. I'm gonna call the hotel and apologize on your behalf for the scene you caused at the restaurant. After you go and apologize to the couple directly, try to get some rest tonight.
Landon, I just got on the bus. I'm on my way home now.
Okay. Gloria's with you, right?
Oh, about that.
Huh?
I went to her room this morning and knocked a bunch of times, but she never answered. And you know I had to get on the bus at a certain time. And if she came with me, she'd have to hold my hand as I guide her around. It would be really embarrassing for me to be seen with her. Everyone would be looking at us. And I know it would make me really uncomfortable. So I left her at the hotel.
Oh, wow. So you threw away your last chance, didn't you? That was probably your last chance to live in a mansion like a movie star.
Huh?
I'm gonna come clean and tell you the truth. I'm still at the hotel right now. I'm here with Gloria. And that old man that you pushed over last night.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I was at the hotel the whole time. I lied when I told you I got called into work. I wanted Gloria and you to have an honest chat together without me around. So I told you I left and went to work.
Hold on. So you're in the hotel right now? With that old man? The one from last night?
Yeah, that old couple you had a fight with last night, they're Gloria's parents.
What?
I know we didn't have a traditional wedding ceremony, so you were never formally introduced to them, but I think you would have seen them in pictures before.
You're lying again. Why would Gloria's parents be at the same hotel as us? Oh, that would be a pretty big coincidence, don't you think? Don't try to scare me like that, okay?
It wasn't a coincidence. Gloria invited them. They wanted to meet you and find out what kind of person you were. They had a proposal for you.
A proposal?
About one of their summer homes. The apartment building we're all living in now, it's really old. There's no elevator and it's pretty cramped, right? They were thinking about giving one of their summer homes to us, so that you, me, and Gloria could all live together in a big house. I mentioned that to you, didn't I?
Huh? Hold on. A summer home?
Yeah, I just found out recently myself. Gloria's parents are pretty darn wealthy. They own quite a few summer homes. Too many to even use each year. Gloria has never relied on her parents' money, so that's why she had never brought it up to me before. But she heard about how you got scammed out of all that money, so she felt really bad for you. She talked to her parents to see if they'd be willing to help you out.
You've got to be kidding. Gloria's parents are rich? What?
It's true. And even though you've been treating Gloria like crap this whole time, she was still willing to forgive you. And even after that incident with you last night, her parents were still considering helping you out. They said if you were willing to help Gloria get back home today, they'd let you live in one of their summer homes.
I just got off the bus. I'm gonna try to get a bus back to the hotel as fast as I can. I'll apologize to them right away. Make sure they wait for me to get back there.
It's already too late. All of us are at the airport now. Gloria's father said he's paying to have us all fly back home.
You're flying home? Why are you flying? We planned on taking a bus the whole way back and seeing a bunch of the country.
Yeah, but Gloria's dad offered to fly us first class. We'll be back in no time. Plus, I've never flown first class before. And he said he's still giving Gloria and I one of his summer homes to live in, as long as we promise not to let you live with us.
What? No! You can't do that to me! Are you just gonna turn your back on your mother?
What are you talking about, turning my back on you? You were the one who turned your back on my wife. As far as you knew, you left her at the hotel all by herself.
No, I didn't. I knocked on her door this morning. But she didn't answer, so what was I supposed to do?
We were in the room beside you. We were awake long before you were. I heard you leave. I know exactly what time you left. And you never once knocked on our door.
Yes, I did, but it was probably too quiet for you to hear. Don't blame me. I'm just an old lady. I'm not very strong. I can't knock very hard.
Now you're pretending to be a weak old woman? You were strong enough to push a man over last night. Up until today, Gloria and I were willing to put up with your nonsense. But not anymore. If this is how you treat my wife, you're not my mother anymore.
Landon, please! Don't say that! I just had a few too many drinks last night, you know?
It wasn't just last night. You're always looking down on people weaker than you. Gloria is blind, yet she's never relied on her parents for anything. She works hard and makes her own money. She's been supporting herself long before she met me. And her father's leg isn't good anymore, so his wife helps him out of pure kindness, not because he makes her do it. That's what really shows how great a person is. Kindness.
Well, if you want to talk about how great someone is, you should look at me. I've been working hard at contributing to society my whole life. And on top of that, I raised you to be a wonderful person as well, right? So tell Gloria and her parents how great a person I really am, so they'll let me live in their summer home with you. It would be rude for the two of you to live in a beautiful house without me.
It's rude for the two of us to live in a nice house? What part of that is rude?
It's not fair.
What? You said it yourself, didn't you? If you can't take care of yourself, you shouldn't be doing extravagant things. It's selfish.
No, it's okay. I can take care of myself.
Oh, well, that's good then. If you can take care of yourself, you don't need to live with us.
Huh? No. Families should live together.
Yeah, but if you're in my field of view, I think it'll just make me angry. It'll just be impossible for me.
Landon, how could you say something like that to your own mother?
You always say the same thing when you're angry. How could you do such and such to your own mother? If it's someone else, it's okay. Whatever. It doesn't matter now anyway. Because as far as I'm concerned, you are not my mother anymore. I've been living with you up till now, but by the time you get home, Gloria and I will already be moved out.
You can't do that to me. I won't let you leave me by myself.
You've already gotten off your bus, haven't you? Even if you hadn't, I doubt you'd return home in time to stop us. It's gonna feel so good to go flying over your head in first class.
Landon, answer your phone.
I never thought the time would come when I'd be able to say this to my own mother. But to be a person like you, and look down on and hate anyone who isn't as independent or lucky as yourself. I don't know if that's stupid or ignorant or just plain malicious, but it's certainly embarrassing to be associated with anyone like that. After we arrived at the airport in our state, my father-in-law immediately called a moving company to come to my mother's apartment. He paid them extra for the short notice. They packed up all of our things and got everything into the truck in excellent time. From what I hear, only a short while after we drove off with all of our belongings, my mom arrived back at the apartment. But when she opened the door, all of our stuff was gone. There was no trace that Gloria and I had ever lived there. We got really lucky on that one. I would have hated to deal with her there. She must have been furious. I hear she tried her best to find out where we had moved to, but we didn't give her any clues. And all the people we did tell promised to keep it a secret. She kept trying to call my phone and message me nearly every day for a while after that. It wasn't long before I just blocked her number. I'm still considering whether I'll start talking to her again or not. When she gets older, if she has any health problems and still keeps the same attitude as she has now, I'll definitely never speak to her again. And by the way, this summer home that we got from my father-in-law, it's not a house. It's a mansion. This thing is huge. And if that wasn't enough to make us happy, I just heard from Gloria that she's pregnant. The good news keeps coming in. When the baby is born, the three of us are gonna have a wonderful life, living together in this beautiful house.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.